Leo, made for this story, this one. For you, The Guardian have learned that carbon offset programmes are about as effective as prayer, recycling and chocolate fireguards.
Yeah, I'm so delighted. This is a great piece of analysis by The Guardian. Great. I wish they put this much effort into investigating grooming gangs. But basically, the carbon offsets that you can get, so, if you fly somewhere, you can tick a box and they charge you, money to offset your carbon, or, some companies just do it as a matter of course. And it's a huge industry, a $2 billion industry of offsetting your carbon. So they looked at the world's leading provider of these carbon offsets, called Vera, and they're used by Disney, Shell, Gucci and other big corporations, and they're largely worthless and actually make global warming worse. They're bad for the environment, because then, they lull people. Not only do they not do anything, they obviously use trickery, they take a misleading baseline, they overstate the current position by 400%, and then they don't do anything anyway.
And sometimes they create actual damage, I believe, in some developing countries where they do, supposedly protect forests or whatever, or grow forests, and people are going, hang on, I was living there, I was farming that.
They're going in with chainsaws and, destroying people's houses, the native residents.
Here's my favourite bit of the companies that have been relying on them to basically get them out of jail and ease their conscience. As you say, Gucci, Salesforce, who are one of those large companies, I still don't quite understand what they do, but they're very big, BHP, Shell, and the band Pearl Jam. Pearl Jam have a massive carbon offset programme.
And they actually encourage harmful behaviour, because people feel that, I'm offsetting my carbon, so I can take more flights, or I can consume more. And
what do you think, Nick?
It basically sounds like a sort of pyramid scheme. It's kind of like the Stonewall Diversity League table of climate. As Leo says, they overstate initially the problem. So it says here the threat to forests has been overstated by about 400% on average on Vera projects. And then the things they do, it turns out 94% of them have no benefit. So the whole thing is just a job creation nonsense and virtue signalling for these companies.
It's a bad incentive, isn't it? As always with these things, you create structures, you create subsidies, you create the opportunity for people to virtue signal, as you say, and there's always going to be incentivised to cheat.
It's about as real as Greta Thunberg's arrest.
She looked like she was having a whale of a time.